So guys, uh, a bit about myself. So I am a 6X certified Salesforce developer working at Deloitte Consulting USA, and I have an experience of around 3 years. I am very active trailblazer in all these community events. Yeah, this is about myself. Let's move on to the next. Okay. Please, guys, do subscribe on us on YouTube so that you get information regarding all the new sessions that are coming, all the new videos that are coming on your email directly. Okay. Let's move on to the next. So yeah, these are all the list of upcoming sessions. Today we are on data management. Guys, before joining, do double check the timings in your respective time zones so that you can join accordingly. Okay. Moving to the next. Yeah, setting up the agenda. The agenda for today is we'll be having introduction to data management, why data management, essentials of data management, import and export, best practices of data management, uh, contest alert, free winner of competition 2, and Q&A series. Moving to the next. Okay, this is a trailhead module which is related to the today's session. You can guys please go and complete this module. You will get a lot to learn here. Okay, so the link is there. You can directly search it on the search in the search of trailhead as well, the data management module. You can directly go and search and you can find that. Okay, coming to the next. So when we are coming to the next introduction to data management. So when data management comes, like that word comes to our mind, the first picture that we build is we have a lot of information stored at some place which we need at a later point of time, or say at given point of time. Now, whenever you need something, you will go to that particular location, specific location. You can go and you can get that information. Okay, coming to the example, I'll show you some example which actually helps. Now, this is something is a very unmanaged data. So if you see electric pole having lot of wires, you don't know which wire is connecting to which building, which wire is connecting to which fuse, and everything is kind of that scenario, you will really not like it. So, and you have an example of managed thing. So you have a library self which are divided according to the sections. Books are divided into some sections. You can just go directly pick that book from particular section, go back and keep it. So this is a very nice way of managing data, so that you are not confused to like to get what information you want at what point of time you want that information. Okay, going to the next slide. Okay, now this is like these are the 7 nodes of data management. It is data quality. Okay, I'll give example to explain this. I'll not explain in details. I'll give the example so that you can easily understand the same. Okay, now when I talk about the whole data management, I'll take Salesforce in account. Say we have data quality in your org. If you don't have the better data, like if you have a redundant data again and again, say you have a record that is created 3 times, that degrades your quality of the data. Say you have a record which have null values, that again degrades the quality. Say you have a data which have different data than the original defined data type, that also degrades the quality. So the data quality should be high always. Coming to the metadata management, when we talk about metadata management, it is something that we should have, like all the objects fields that we have in place for our project or for like business scenario, we should be knowing that. The point here refers is at the development phase we have lot of fields objects that we create, and later a point of time we discard them, we don't use them. So we should have that check in place that all the metadata that is used, all the metadata that we don't use, we should clear them out. Reference data management, for this I'll explain. We have master data lookup relationship. So when we have that kind of relationship and we create data for child, we make sure that master is always present. Okay, so that refers that the all the referencing data, it should be present. Coming to master data management, now master data management is like say you are in a sales project. Now in sales project, everything depends on product. So if you have that product data well set up in your org, then only you can rely on that particular data, and you can do all of the stuff that you want to play around with product at that given point of time. Coming to data integrity, so data integrity is very closely related with data quality. Now, data integrity defines, say you have a text kind of field and you are entering number. So now text will never deny, like never, it will never have that text field is not accepting the number values. It will accept the number values, but again, it will be treated as text. So data integration is very, very necessary, very, very essential to have a good data management in our org. Talking about data stewardship, now this is a part of data management which helps business user, like the end user, to get all the valuable information, the high quality data, without much hustle, and like that is very easily accessible to them. Okay. Coming to data profiling, now this is the part of the whole data management which helps you understanding the correct object structure, like what your structure of your org looks like. So this is very helpful for understanding the org structure, setting up the org in the same format that we need. So data for profiling something that we'll go to the next slide. Okay, now we have spoken a lot about like what data management is, but why we need that. So the data management is needed because it acts as a key decision maker for many stakeholders. When I talk about stakeholders, it's the business user, the one who are using our end product. It acts as a driver for many implementation. It results in better planning for our customers. It helps you to do all the future analysis that you want to do. It helps you in system maintaining system efficiency, and all the automation that we have in place works accurately if the data is well placed. Okay, now talking about the different visa, like different tools that we have dataloader.io, we have Salesforce data import wizard, we have a Lexi loader, we have a Jitterbit, we'll have Excel connector. So guys, these are some like data management tools will primarily focus on data import wizard and data loader. Okay, moving on to the next. So we have data import wizard in our we can see data import wizard. We'll go to the next. So this is something a data import wizard, data import wizard looks like. These are like uh, 4 steps that we need to perform. First, uh, we need to prepare our data in CSV file. We need to choose that particular file. We need to have that mapping, and then we can start importing. The only advantage of this particular is it's very simple. It's an inbuilt tool within Salesforce. We need not to do any other configuration to access this. We need not to download any external app for this. Plus, it helps us for preventing duplicates. Okay, and the disadvantages for this is it's bit slow. It can only import. Okay, and you can use this particular thing for loading 50,000 records or less. So let's see how this data import wizard looks like. I'll go to my org. I'll switch to Lightning. I hope there is no issues with the audio now. It's working fine. Under this, we can go to the data. We can just mention here, or we can directly go to integrations here. We have integration in place, and here we have data import wizard. Okay. So this particular table shows what all jobs that I have done now, like in last couple of days, or like last 5 imports that I have done here. It shows this. Okay. We'll go to the next and we'll go click on this launch wizard. So this is something which will take us to the actual screen where all the data load will happen. Okay, we'll click on this. Okay, now coming to this import, the first part of this is just choosing of object. Okay. Now, the only drawback of this particular data import wizard is it has very less number of standard objects through which you can import the data. So as you can see only account, contact, lead, solution, and campaign members. And for custom object, all the custom object will be coming here. So since there are three custom objects in my org, so only three custom objects are showing up here. We'll select account and contact. the, there are three functionalities we can do here. We can add new records, we can update existing records, and we can add new and update existing records. So this is something called as upsert. Either that particular record is not present, not present, so it will be getting created. The duplicates won't get created again. For now, we'll go for the add new records. Okay. Now we have couple of options here. Now the first option is match contact by. Okay, if we click on this, so this take the unique values in data. For say you already have a record which is inserted on your Salesforce, and you are inserting that particular data again. So here you can choose one of the fields here which checks like name and email, which will prevent that particular record to be getting created again. Okay, so we'll choose email. Since I'm not entering any account, but still I'll let you know what this means. So if you have an account and we want to match that particular account here, so we can directly go and match our accounts on basis of name and site here. Okay, so we are not inserting accounts, so we'll not take this up. So if you have a state field, so we have state on account as a lookup. If we want to match data against that particular field, we can also do that. So, but since we are not loading account, we'll not go with this particular thing. Okay. Now, this particular trigger workflow and processes. So now this is one of the important thing. Say if you make this as true, now all the workflows, all the triggers that are on your org, okay, that will run. And when it may give you some error, it may give you some issues if this runs. Okay, so although it is always suggested to write trigger bulkified and workflows, like trigger and workflows bulkified, but still will not take a chance of running this all, and we will simply cancel, not select it. Okay, now this is one of the like features that you can add. We have campaigns in our Salesforce. So if we want to tag all the contacts that we are like uploading now to specific campaign, we can just select it and give the campaign ID, and we can work on that. But since we are not working on campaign at this point of time, we will also not select this particular thing. So you can use the four ways to like four types of file to upload the data. We'll go with CSV. The other three are Outlook CSV, ACT CSV, and Gmail CSV. We'll stick to the standard CSV file. Okay. Coming to CSV. Now CSV stands for comma separated values. Okay. It's a the look and feel is of Excel, but actually it is not kind of Excel. The rows are separated, like all values are separated by comma. So I have an I have already a CSV file in my system. I'll just show you guys. Okay. So I have a CSV which have column as F name, L name, cell, email, salutation, and title. Okay, we have 20 records, and we'll try to upload this particular file. Let's see. Okay, coming back here, we'll choose the file. We'll make it all files, and here I can choose contact to import CSV. So this is something I told you, like it will be comma separated values. So see, this is something comma separated. You can see it here. Okay, but it is on Excel. So now this is character code, and the value is separated by comma. So these is something default that Salesforce gives. We'll stick with particular this option, and we'll move on to the next. Okay, now it comes to the mapping. Since see, now there were 6 headers in my CSV. 3 got matched and 3 did not. The reason that these 3 got matched is these particular headers are with the same name of the field on the object. Since this is first name, but I have marked it as F name, this particular file did not get anything that has title as F name. That's why nothing got mapped over here. So we have to map it here. We'll click on map. Okay, we'll just search the field on contact, first name. Okay, let me try with first name only if I'm able. Okay, yeah, I'm able to see that. I'll map it now with, let's map L name. It should be my contact's last name. Okay. Okay, I got it. I'll map this. Now this cell refers to me is a mobile number field which is already on the object, contact object. We'll use the existing one and we'll map it. Okay. We'll go to the next. So it is showing me to review that you are this is an object which we are going to include, like which we are going to do data load. We are going to perform an add new records function. The name of CSV is this particular CSV, and I have mapped 6 fields, and there is no other field which I have not mapped. I'll click on start import. Okay, this will redirect me to the classic view of bulk data loads. If I'm not interested to see this particular view, what I can do is, so if you see here, 20 records are processed, there is no failure and there is no retry count, but still we'll go to the lightning view and check. Okay, and this is done. The first operation is done. Okay, let's check how this will look like. Okay, so these are some recently views. I will change it to new this week. So if I see here, I have created, okay, so there are a lot of data which I created. We'll put some views over here created today. I'll put some filter, all contact. I'll just remove this, add a filter. Created date is equal to today. Let's check. Oh, these are something that I created today only. So this is the, okay, we'll match it from CSV then. Wait, we can do that. We'll go to the this particular CSV and we'll find. Okay, so the name that I have used is John Dodge. Let's search if John Dodge is present over there. I can see one John Dodge, which is SPV of sales, and here what we have it, SPV of sales. We'll check couple of more, like George Dapper. We can check George Dapper here if it is. Okay, I can just have, yeah, I can see one George Dapper, Director of Healthcare. So this is the way you can verify your data. Else you can create a view specific to your import that you have done and you can just find that data. Okay, we'll go to the next slide. So this is how a data import wizard works. And coming to the next, we have record ID. Okay, now since this record is created, let me show you what record ID is. Since this record is created, this is something we call it as a record ID. So record ID can be fetched from a couple of places. One is you can fetch it from this particular URL. You can fetch it from report, or you can export the data. Okay, so export will come to the later part, and report also I'll show you. But for now, we can see it is present in URL. Okay. Okay. So this is one of the unique identifier of this particular record. Okay. It can be a primary or foreign key in database table. Salesforce auto generates an ID value when new type of record is created. It's the first three character of the ID indicates the object type, example account, and for contact, I think it is 003. It's 003, yeah, it's 003, and it represents that particular thing. And the prefix can be never be changed for this particular object. Okay. Now there is a concept in Salesforce that we have 15-digit ID and 18-digit ID. So what the difference is? When you see a ID record ID through URL, you will always get a 15-digit ID. But if you export your data through data loader or some by running a query, you will always receive an 18-digit ID. So if you want to convert your 15-digit ID to 18-digit ID, you can just create a formula on that particular object with this particular casified ID, and this will always return you 18-digit ID. We'll move on to the next. Okay, lot of new things we have already learned. We'll go to some quiz section. Okay, so for having that quiz, what we can do is, like, we have first criteria is we have to watch this series which you guys are already. So I'll ask you a question in one of the next slide, and you need to post the answer in video comment section during this Q&A. And the only thing that is coming up is like 5 winners from entire series, like not this particular session, from entire series giving maximum right answers will have a chance to win an exciting goodie. Will Okay, so guys, are you excited to see the question? I'll take a pause here, and on count of 1, 2, 3, I'll just go to the next slide. So 1, 2, 3. Okay, the timer is started. You guys can go ahead and put the answers in comment section fast. Okay, time stop. We'll move to the next. Okay, so we'll come to the data loader thing. So data loader is something which is next on our topic, which is one of the very efficient tool, very essential tool in Salesforce domain. So this is something when you go for interviews, people do ask questions on. So a data loader gives you a view of something like that. It has like insert, update, upsert, delete, hard delete, export, and export all. These are the functions that they do. So we'll have a look how this data loader looks like. We'll go to, I'll just search on this. I have this application in my system. So it's checking if I have all the required added or not. Since I have, I'll just minimize the back thing. Okay. So this is a data loader looks like. Okay. Now it has insert operation, it has update operation, upsert operation, delete operation, export, and export all. Since we have already done this insert thing, what we will do is we'll first export the data. Okay, I'll just get those ID on which I can show you the update thing. Okay, so let me log in. Okay, now for logging into this, we have two ways. We can directly go to auth and password authentication. If we go to auth, we have to select the environment, whether it's a production or sandbox. Our case, it is production. Since I'm logging into my DevOps, I'll click login, and it will open one of the dialog box which asks me to give a username and password. Okay, I'll just check my username password. Okay, I have clicked logged in. It will ask me to allow the access. Okay, once it is authenticated, it will give me authenticated. Login is successful. I'll click on next. So this is one of the way. When you click on password authentication, it asks you in this screen only to enter your username plus your password plus your security token. So security token you need to we have generated when we get created user, or else we can reset that and we can get that. Okay, we'll click on next. So now it is asking me which object you want to extract. I'll go with contact. I'll extract those CSV. Okay. I need all the fields. Okay, let's select all the fields. Or else what I can do is the particular fields I need to. I'll clear all the fields. All the fields that is required by me, I'll select those. I can directly write query here itself. Okay, there is a field type on contact which I'll update now, which I did not update previously, and I'll update it now. Okay, I'll just fetch all the data against ID. It's giving me a pop-up. I'll just go for yes. Okay, now it is showing me there are 56 extractions, zero error. Okay, now I'll go on okay, and I should be able to get these IDs. Okay, let me check what is the location of this particular file. Okay, sit under the data loader. Let me find out. No, let me check the recent files. There's just a minute. The okay, what I will do is for export, I'll go again because I did not set the path. I can set path from here, and it is under V47. Okay, so I can get it from there. I'll just give it a try, else we can download it again. There is a bin. No, we don't have it here. Configs. No. Sample data. Yes, I have here, but these are something else. Sample data. Okay, not here. This is very long back. Okay, I'll just change the location and I'll export it again. It will take 1 minute only. I'll do it again. Contact, extract. I'll just rename this. Extract contact. I'll just browse and I can set my location. I need it at desktop. Okay, I'll go to next. I'll write a simple query. You can see use this particular thing also here. Since I have only two fields, I'll just write a query contact and I will select next. It is asking me to do you want to perform an export? Okay, I'll click on yes. It is done. Okay, we'll go back to check if we have received. Yes, we have received this extract to contact CSV. Okay, now what I will do is see we have all the IDs in place. What I'll do is I will add couple of values on this, say some pick list value, and I'll say change some of them to secondary and okay, I'll just change it to okay, I'll save this. Now I'll use this particular file to update. Since I have done all this stuff, I'll just close these all files. No, I don't want to save. So this file is ready for update. We'll go on update. We'll choose the object. This is the object. We'll choose the browse file. And this was our CSV. Okay. We'll open it. We'll click on next. So initialization, it shows the selection like once you select a CSV, it internally reads that, try to read that CSV, and thus read is initialization of is successful. We'll click on OK. It will ask to map the field. let's if you have already, like if you have done some data load previously on this object and you have created some mapping, you can save that and you can use that. For now I'll create mapping. I'll try auto matching. Let's see if auto match happens. Okay, the auto match is successful. Now there are two ways of doing this. One, you can clear this out and I can just drag and drop the fields. Say I'll pick the ID fields from here and I'll drop it down and I'll click it here. And about the type, I'll search it from here and I will keep it here. Or else I can clear the mapping and I can auto match. So auto match works if your headers and your name of field is same, it will pick that. Now I can save this mapping. If I want to do anything else on this, so I'll give it a name, update contact mapping. And this is some .hdl file which data loader reads. I'll just save it so that I can use this particular thing on future. So now my mapping is complete. I'll go okay. I'll click on next. So this is the place it is asking you to that save the success and error files. Okay. Now what happens when you click on finish? Data loader will try inserting the records. Once the operation is completed, it will give you two files. One is success file and one is error file. So on success file, it will give you the IDs and it will give you a message that record is created kind of. And on errors, it will give you the record which error happened actually. Okay. We'll just select desktop on this for now and we can move forward. So I'll click on finish. Okay, it is asking me, you have chosen to update existing record. The action you are about to take cannot be undone. Are you sure you want to proceed? I'll click on yes. So I received 54 successful updates and I have received 2 errors. Now what are those 2 errors? Let's look into this. Why the error has come. We'll click on OK. We'll go to this particular thing. I have received 2 files and I have one mapping sheet as well. Let's check how a success file looks like and how this error file looks like. We'll open both. Okay, now the success file. So this success file you are able to see right here what operation we have done. We have updated. So it is showing us status as item updated. What ID and what was the field you mapped. You can store it. It gives you and you can keep it for your future reference. So this is something that successfully happened. Okay, we need not to worry about this particular thing. We'll just close this and we'll go to the error thing. Okay, I'll not save it anything. I'll go to the error thing. Okay, so when I was trying to do this, I by mistakenly I did a wrong spelling. What will I do now? What I will do is I'll just remove this column. I'll make this correction, and this spelling mistake happened. Okay, which is very common and can happen to anyone. I'll just save this file. Okay, I can, if I want, I can keep this file and create a duplicate and use. For now, I'm using this particular file, data contact updated, contact update version 2, so that I remember which CSV file I'm using. I'll go on update again. I'll choose the contact. I'll choose the file, the version 2 I have to. Okay. I'll come to this screen next. So it shows me that you have 2 records to update. Now, I told you guys, you can have that mapping stored at some place and you can use it later. Now this comes handy. So I'll update this. I'll click this mapping. I'll open it, and now my mapping is done. So when you saw the data import wizard, right? There is no such option to persist the mapping, but in data loader we can do that by saving this particular mapping, and we can reuse it. We'll click on next. It is asking me to where I can share my save my success and error files. I'll click the browser thing again. I'll finish. I'll proceed on this. Let's see what happens. Okay, so there are no errors, and finally we are able to update all the files, all the records. Okay, now what I'll do, I'll click on OK, and I will just For now, I'll just shut down. We'll check on the org how this looks like. So I'll check what for Adam Gilly. He's one of my favorite cricketers. So that's why his record is there. Okay, we'll go back to details and we'll see what type of type it is coming. See, it is primary. So this is what we tried to update, and this was possible, and this is successful. We'll go back to the slides and check what do we have next. Okay. So I gave you an overview of data loader. So coming to the definition, it is like you can use data loader in two ways. One is through UI that we did, and one is through command line. So command line is currently present only for Windows, not for Mac. Okay, since I am on a Mac system, I'll not be able to do that. Okay, advantage much quicker in some cases, and it has many features. When you talk about features, and there is only couple of objects available in with data import wizard, but here you have all the standard objects. And even if you see this, there are a lot of objects which are not visible to us on org, but if we click on this and if we click on this show all object, many object comes, say account contact role, account action link group template. So these are the some objects which directly is not visible to us until unless we come and see it on data loader, or else we see through querying the data. So these are the two places only we can see the whole object, or like all the objects that we have in our org. Okay, I did this. I'll just go back to the data loader screen. Yeah. Okay. Now it is the only disadvantage that we have is it's a client application, and we have to install this, and there are still some objects, I'll tell you, which are not still supported by Salesforce. So I can name them. Like there are a couple of objects. There is an object service territory which comes with the package field service lightning, and this you cannot insert data through data loader. You need to move to Workbench since it is not available here, but in Workbench it is available. We'll go for the next. Okay, now the installation process. So guys, I'll just show you how this installation. There is one JDK that is called as Julo JDK. I'll just show you this. Okay, and we can go to this particular file. Okay, install. I'll just go the official documentation. I'll get the link for that here, mostly. Yeah, I have here. I'll click, and this is the link for the actual Julo website. Here we can go and download this particular JDK, which will help you to install. For this, we need Java 11. Okay, and this is Java 13. Yeah, we have Java 11, and we need to download the MSI file. Yes, this one. So once we click on this, it will start download. And for data loader, installing data loader, what we can do is we can just move to setup on our org, and we can go here and type data loaders, and here it is. And we have couple of ways, like for one for Windows, one for Mac. We have installation instruction here. Once you click, that file gets starting downloaded. So this has started. Since I already have, I'll not open this. I'll just show you the one which already I have. Okay, this is something it looks like, and we have this installation file install.bat, and under bin we have all the BAT files which we need. We have configurations, we have sample files so that we can one can have look at. So these are error and all the files that we have. Okay, so we'll go next to the slide and see what is there on the slide. Yes. Okay, so this you can download, and this will take you to the guided setup for installation. You can click on next, and you can just accept the terms and conditions, and this will get downloaded. So this is something I told you already. Okay. So we have this on the org. This is the folder structure that I already showed you. And this is the file Zulo 14.27.msi, which we need to install. This screen now you guys are already familiar with. This is the home screen of a particular data loader. This is particular kind of CMD which runs in the backend to check if data loader is installed or not. Okay, we'll go to the next. Yeah. So this slide is one of the favorite slide of mine. Like what makes all the operations successful on data loader. So the first thing that makes successful is the password for used in data loader. So for data loader password, what we can do is we should always use Salesforce plus security token, Salesforce password, and this will always be used when you are working on password authentication. If you are going for an authentication, you will not use security token there. You can use this particular thing there. Okay. Now we should always have CSV file ready with the fields, and you want like the fields and data that you want to load or update. If loading data in like we should turn in turn triggers some flow, use batch of 50. So I'll show you how this batch size can be set. If you go to this particular thing and we have a setting column here, we'll click on this setting and we'll take it to this. So here batch size is 100, okay, 200. So guys, what happens in our live projects, we have lot of triggers, we have lot of flows, we have lot of automation in place. So there may be some issues at some point of time which is coming due to this because data load happens not like it doesn't happen for only 20 records the way I showed, or 10 records that happen. It is in like lakhs of data we insert at a single go. So that in turns can result trigger operations which we don't want. Okay, so either we can turn off the triggers or else we can reduce the batch size so that our data load is not affected. Okay, with this is the setting that we can do from here. If you go and if I update it 50, I guess I have a it is auto saved, I guess. Yes, I'll just click it, and if I check again it is setting up. It has some, but I'm not able to see that, maybe due to my screen configurations while presenting. Let me check it again. No, this is not this is not getting scrollable. So we have one save button over here actually. Okay, this is due to some screen resolutions, I'm not able to show this. So we have a save button here. So batch size we can change it to 50 and we can click on save and this will get saved. Coming back to our PPT for next. Yeah. We should always map ID field while updating. So guys, if you want to update anything, you need to map ID field because this will determine which record you are going to update. Now, data loader supports both standard and custom object. You can analyze the output for errors and having a correction run. So I faced an error. Since it is giving me a success file and error file, I can analyze what I need to change, and I can get that data which did not turn up, like which did not get inserted, and I can just correct that and reload it again. So these are the tips for success using data loader. I'll move on to the next. So this is something I already showed, like insert, update, upsert, delete, hard delete, export all. So I'll just explain what all like one by one, and then you guys can really connect on this. So insert, it's the same here. The way we inserted in data import wizard, it's the same. It gives you an ability to insert new records into the Salesforce. Coming to update, it enables you to make the changes to existing records inside Salesforce the way we did. The type field was blank for each and every record. What we could do is we could update all the records here, and it was successful. Coming to the next slide. Okay, now there are two IDs. One is record ID that we already discussed, and another is an external ID. Now, what does an external ID mean? An external ID is a custom field that has an external ID attribute, meaning that it will contain unique record identifier from system outside Salesforce. So guys, this external ID concept comes into picture when you have some data in third party and you don't have exact mappings, okay? And there is some integration kind of place and where there is no manual intervention, okay? We are not doing anything manually, and on the basis of this external id our all operations are happening through integrations, okay? We can do data load on this also, but this is something very specific to integration where we have third party in place and we have some synchronous data flow which is happening, okay? Now if external, there are three scenarios. If you have external ids configured on both the like in your Salesforce or and the third party system, it will match and it will bring the data and it will update, it will not create, okay? If ids are not matched, okay, on a record there is no external id, and on the third party system there is an external id. Now that external id is not matching in our system, it will create a new record with that particular external id. What will happen if external id is getting matched twice? Now when it is getting matched twice, it will throw error. Since external IDs are supposed to be unique record identifier, it will give us an error saying you have already have this in your system. Okay, we'll go for the next upsert. So this operation is referred as update or insert. So if you have seen on my last slide, I mentioned we can do an external update upsert, like update a record which is already present using external ID. And if that external ID is not present, what we can do is we can already go and like this will create a new record. So now upsert is something, if that record is present, it will update that particular record. If the record is not present, it will create new record. Okay, we'll go to the next. Delete records. Now for delete, we have two options. One is soft delete, one is hard delete. Okay, soft delete is you delete a record and that is in your recycle bin and it lies there for 15 days till you can till like it, after that it gets permanently deleted. Hard delete is something it directly deletes from recycle bins and it removes the record straight away. So if you go and see here, okay, we have two options, delete and hard delete. Now hard delete is disabled for me because I don't have this permission on my administrator, so I'll not be able to use this. What I can do is I can use delete. Okay, what we can do is we can go to the next and current slide. Yeah, so this is soft delete and hard delete. I'll just show you how this delete works. Okay, I'll go to this particular delete, and what I will do is I'll create first this CSV file for the record IDs that I want. Say these were my success file. I'll pick some random 5 or 6 records. Okay, I'll have this particular records. I'll delete this 10 records. I'll create a new file that will have only IDs. Since delete works only IDs, we don't need any other information for that. I'll go to desktop, data to be deleted, and store it as CSV. And like I want to everything on desktop and save it there. And this is saved. Now what I can go is I'll just close this file. I'll just close this file as well. I don't want to save it. I'll go back to the Salesforce now. Okay. And I can use this delete option. And this will ask me which object I want to do. I'll select contact. I'll choose my CSV file. And here I have a file called as data to be deleted. Okay. I'll open it. Now the mapping is done. I'll go delete. Next, it will show me that there are 10 records in this file. I'll just map with this particular. I'll create or edit a map. I'll auto match. This is the ID field matched. Okay. Okay. I'll go on next. So this is the place where it will ask me to keep success and error files. I'll just click on finish, and it is asking me to like give it. It's double checking me whether I want to delete this record or not. Guys, before deleting, before updating, the most primary step that we need to have is to have that backup, because we don't know this particular information may be required again. Since I have already in my local, I don't need to do it again. But for uh, guys who's going to try it for first time, take all export of all the fields, and especially working on if you are working on a project. If you are working on a project, that's highly required. And since I'm working on a DevOps, these records are nothing which I require as of now. I can delete them. So I'll just click on yes. It's asking me the number of record allowed in a recycle bin is limited. This may the action you are about to take may cause irreversible loss of record that may exist in your recycle bin. So now, what this warning is saying me to do is, like, there is a limit to the records that you can keep in recycle bin. If that record limit is reached, what it does it start deleting from the last, okay, which got into that recycle bin. The data which got into recycle bin first will be deleted now. So if that is the scenario, it is asking me consent. I'll just give yes, and I've started my delete operation. So 10 out of 10 records are success. How to check this particular record got deleted or not? What we can do is, we already have this file, data to be deleted. I'll try to find out this particular ID in my org. I'll just click on. I'll take the ID. I'll go to my org. I'll just paste it here in URL, and I'll try to see what it is showing. Let's check what is showing. Oh, it's showing us it looks like a problem. We could not find the record we are trying to access. It may have been deleted by another user, or there may be a system error. So since we deleted it, we know this is the issue. So it is giving us that particular. It is showing us that this record has been deleted. Okay, coming back to the presentation again. Okay, so these are the two types of delete. Oh, quiz. Okay, so I'll now hand it over to Smriti to pitch in here for quiz. Uh, Smriti, you want to take this up? Or okay, this is the same video comment section.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, correct.
So I will just show the question again. We'll go on the count of 1, 2, 3. Okay. 1, 2, 3. So guys, you already have the question. 25 seconds are there. You can go ahead and put on comments. Okay, time up. We'll go to the next. Guys, I hope you are enjoying this and this quiz and all in between the sessions, and you're commenting a lot on YouTube in our comment section. Okay, so data export. Since I already showed you how to export data, I'll take you through how this we do. Okay, so we have a data export wizard, which is a native tool of Salesforce, which can be easily taken through setup, and we can do two things. We can like manually export monthly or weekly data, or we can schedule this process. So this is the benefit, that for export we can do this scheduling thing. The other option we have is data loader, and the last option we have is report. Okay, so let me take you to the data export wizard only directly. Let's move on to data export wizard. I'll just quickly type here. Okay. I'll see if I can see it here. Okay, let me type it. But yeah, I can see it here only under data. So data export, I'll click on here. Okay, I can schedule this export. There are two options. One is export now, and one is schedule export. Since I already have done one export today, the export file now this will be available for me after 48 hours. Okay. So what I can do is I can schedule an export for now. Okay. I'll click on the schedule export, and it's the same. I'll keep the file inputting as same. I'll not do any changes. And it is asking me to take which dates. I'll keep the date as same. What is the today's date? I'll click at 12 a.m. I'll keep it 12 a.m. And I need the data for, I need data for, I will not need the data for everything. I will need data for account and I'll need for opportunity. I need two data. I don't need anything else. I'll click on this, save. And now this is scheduled. Okay, this will show the date. Now, when this scheduled export happens, okay, you will, once this data is ready to be scheduled, like data is ready to be exported, you will get one email as well. And see, let's see what this file that I tried scheduling today. I'll just try it again. Let's see. It's asking me to allow what it is. It's a zip file. Okay, we'll try to open this. Now, what is this? Let's see. Okay, this is asking me to unzip. I don't want to unzip to download. So I'll go for the folder I choose. I'll keep it on desktop and I'll click on unzip. Okay, so this operation is complete. Let me go back and check. Okay, I have one file account CSV. So this will have all the data of accounts of all the fields. Okay, if you see, there are all the fields, all the system fields, and all the fields that are present on account. We'll find all the fields here. Okay, if we check the number of counts, it's 24. So like there are 24 accounts in my org as of now, and all the information along with all the fields is there. So this is the benefit of export, of using data export wizard. As you can have a scheduling thing over here as well. You can schedule things here. You can go back and check. There is a download thing always available, which is available for 48 hours there, and it will you can download it and you can keep it as required. Okay, so this is something happening through data import wizard. Okay, now we'll try to export the data. We already tried to export the data from data loader. I'll explain how we can do export all. Now the difference between export and export all is export will only export the data that is currently there on your object. Export all will even export the data which you have deleted. Okay, we'll just try this. Extract browser. We'll keep on desktop only, and I'll change the name of this to export all. And we click on next. I need all the fields. I'll just click on proceed finish and this operation. So if you remember, while updating, when I exported, it showed me only 56 record and I deleted 10 records. So the count should have been 46. No, but it is showing me 99. So it has taken all the data that I have deleted already, and it has retrieved everything from the uh, recycle bin. Okay, if we want to check also, we can do that check. We can open this file into external program, or I'll close this for now from here and I'll go to the this file here. Okay, now this is all export. Let me try to find out the particular ID that I deleted. We have that file here. Okay, data to be deleted. Yeah, this file. I'll try to show this. I'll check if this ID is available in that particular file or not. Let's try and search. We'll go to export. We have, yes, we have it. So this record, which we deleted already, is present in export all. So this is the benefit. Even if you delete, okay, the data stays there for recycle bin in 15 days. So if in between that 15 days you go and do this export all, you will get all the data. Okay. So this is what export all is. Okay. Now we can see the slide. What we have next. Okay, we can do this through Salesforce report as well. We'll go to reports. Okay, let's go to report. We are in reports. So guys, how to create a report and all, this will be coming up in your upcoming sessions. I'll just show all the reports. I'll just use any one of the report that is present in my org. Let me check if anything is present here. Okay, I don't have anything in this. There are no standard reports as well. Okay, we'll create one new report. I'll just use this particular account. I'll create. Okay, now I will change the dates to all time. I will change all account. And what I will do is I'll just add ID field over here in the starting. Yes, I'll just give it a name. Accounts data report. And this I'll store in a public folder. Yes. So my report is ready. Now I'll run a report and so now the count is 23 and what I can do is I can export it. We have an option of exporting. We click on export. So there are two ways if you want the formatted export and if you want the details only. So we'll go with the formatted one and we'll try to export it and see how this looks like. So my report is exported and it is showing me in the same way that it is showing it here. Okay. See, it is showing me in the same format, in a very nice format, which I can use directly without making any modification here. And I can directly use to present it to my client, to my stakeholders, to show what reports we have. So we did not to do anything on this. So the whole filtering, whole formatting is taken care. Okay, we'll go to the next. And we'll see what is next. Okay. Oh, it's a demo and I have already shown you how this data export comes. Okay, we'll move on to the next. So guys, this is one of the key feature like data import wizard and data loader, the difference between. This is very important question. It is asked in interviews several times. So I'll just take you through this. So now what we did is through data import wizard, we can only load 50,000 records, but for data loader, we can go up to 5 million of records. For data import wizard, the object that are supported by wizard, we can load data into that only, but data loader, that we can load in the data that are not supported by wizard. So there are lot many standard objects we can use here. Okay. In data import wizard, we don't need to import processes to be automated. We cannot do any process that can be automated there in data import wizard. But data loader, we can schedule data regular data loads. We can have nightly imports using Salesforce data loader CLI. Okay, we can do that. But for data import wizard, that is not possible. Oh, this is one of the favorite thing I like. I usually use Workbench. This is one of my personal favorite. Okay, this is Workbench, and this is one of the data management tools, which is currently not owned by Salesforce, but it is supported. It supports all the operation that normal data loader provides. We'll go to this link directly, and we'll see how this looks like. Okay. Okay. See how frequently I use it is coming in my URL only. I need not to do anything. Okay, since it is they have already a warning there. Workbench is free to use, but it's not an official Salesforce.com product. It has been officially tested or documented. It has not been officially tested by Salesforce.com support, and it is not Salesforce.com support is not available for this Workbench. So I agree to these terms and conditions. I'll log in with Salesforce, and it will try to log me in the org on which I'm particularly in. Yes, we are successful, and we have the same all operations. We have insert, we have upsert, we have update, we have delete, we have undelete as well here, which we can directly restore the data from here, recycle bin, and we have purge. So now the purge is something which is different. Uh, it is again the hard delete. Okay, if I try to do purge here, and if I take any file, okay, okay, I want to do some single record. I'll not go for file. I'll pick any single record. I'll pick this record, account ID, and I'll put this here, and I'll show on a single record. I'll see if I can do this. It seems it doesn't like seem like record can be purged. Are you want to do you wish to continue this? I'll click on confirm purge. Let's see what happens. So this is not present in recycle bin. The record which is already present on recycle bin, that only we can purge. Okay. So let's try with something which we already deleted from this particular file. Let's try something from that particular file. Let's go to data to be deleted. Okay. We can keep this particular which we already deleted. We'll go this. We'll check. We have selected this, and now we'll put it here. Single record, and we'll click on next, and it is showing us confirm purge. Okay, now the record is purged. Okay, we'll go back to the. This is what the purge look like, and all the rest operation insert, update, upsert, delete are the same. So I'll not be showing you that again. It's that you can try, and if you have any questions, you can reach out to me on this. Okay, I'll go back to the slides. Okay, this is how Workbench look like. So other data loader tool. So these are some tools which are present on App Exchange. One is dataloader.io. It is number one rated app on App Exchange. It is a simple UI based, but very advanced cloud based. See, there are no disadvantages of this like dataloader.io at this point of time. We have Jitterbit. This is one of the integral tool which we use for integrating, manipulating, and uploading data. And we have the advantages are very powerful, a lot of features, and disadvantages it's bit complex and it takes some time to for quick uploads. It's not recommended for quick uploads. This is something called as LexiLoader. Since I'm a Mac fan, I use this on my Mac system. This logo is designed by myself. It is not the official logo, but yes, it is a free Mac compatible version of Data Loader, and this is not a Salesforce product as well. We have an Excel connector. Excel connector, it is an add-on to Excel which directly picks the export and upload the data from Excel itself. You don't need any other data loader kind of stuff. It is directly a connector add-on on Excel which gives you this facility. Advantages are again, it is great for quick operation built inside Excel, and it's one of the great tools for manipulating the data. We'll go to the next. Okay, so the best practices, we should have the correct naming convention of files. We should avoid duplicates. We should ensure the data is up to date. We should check if there is third party validation. We should always document the things. We should always back up the data. These are some best practices which we can follow for data management, which will end up giving us good results. Okay, let's move on to the next. Okay, so we are running two contests of Salesforce here. I'll hand it over to Smriti now to explain a bit more about this.
So thank you,
Smriti, you can
Rahul.
take up.
So thank you, Rahul, for
Thank
a
you,
wonderful session.
Ramesh.
Can you put on mute?
Can you put on mute?
So yeah,
So yeah,
basically we are running the
basically,
Salesforce contest, and the competition one you have already played, where there are multiple quizzes, and then the five winners will be announced during the entire series, and let's see who wins, and whoever wins will be getting awesome goodies. And competition 2, chance to win gift vouchers. So we have already announced dates, and on these dates we will be announcing the winners. So you just need to go ahead to the blog post and do the assignment and post that on the LinkedIn and Twitter, and I'm checking it continuously, and let's see who is the winner. So the first winner of
winner
the
of
chance to
the
win the gift
chance
voucher,
to win the
let's see. So it's Yuvraj Singh Shekhawat. Thank you, Raj, for doing the assignment, and you have won the first competition. Don't worry for others, there are still three more winners to be announced. And Yuvraj Singh Shekhawat wins a gift voucher worth 500 rupees. So you can still participate in the next three.
I'll move on to the next.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
So basically, now we
So
will be
basically, now we
playing
will be
the game,
playing the game,
and
and
hopefully, let's see who wins. It's an online game. So Vikram, please take over and make us play the game.
Vikram, I'll just stop screen share. You can go ahead and share your screen now. Okay, guys. So this is Kahoot game which we are going to play now. Once Vikram starts the game, we'll get a pen generated. So I'll request everyone to go on to kahoot.it website, and we'll give you the pin. Okay. So you can, as you can see on the screen, www.kahoot.it, and you can enter this pin. Okay. I will also play this game, or I will not, I think. So guys, you can just go to this particular link and join. I can see first player joining, Abhishek. So guys, join with your actual names so that it is helpful for us to identify who is joining and who is the winner. Don't join with some random names. So we have Jebra in the house. We have Truant. We have Etun. Guys, I request you to join with some good names so that we can identify you later on. We'll wait for another 2 minutes and we'll check how many players are joining. We'll start the game in next 2 minutes. It's 9:32 here and on my screen. I see an excited Lemming 30. Okay. So once we start the game, questions will be displayed on your the YouTube video, and you need to go to this kahoot.it, and the options which we will be showing here is will be in a different, will be having one color and will be having one shape associated with it. So the answers that you will be getting there, like, will be only those options with that particular color and the shape associated. So you can just check what color you have, like what is the answer for this, and you can choose the particular color or shape accordingly. So we have 20 players now. Okay, let's see how many are joining more. Yes, there are people still joining. Amit Pandey has joined. Let's wait for a couple of more minutes.
We can start, Rahul.
We can start, Rahul.
Okay. Vikram, you can click on the start and we are ready to go. Okay, wait, later, let come. Like some of the players are joining. Okay. So we have the first question. Which tool can automatically prevent duplicate records? Timer is started. You can just click on that. You can choose the color on your phones for the options. Okay. Let's see. So 6 people have answered it correctly. 4 people did it data loader. One thing Excel connector. Okay, let's check the leaderboard. Click. Okay. So Rohit is leading for now. Okay. We'll go on to the next question. Now the question is, when importing data, when what happens if some of the criteria is not meeting the data validation? Okay, read the question, read the answer. Okay, so 3 people have answered it correctly. We'll go to the next. We'll check the leaderboard. Who is leading? Okay, we see Shraddha coming up. Okay, let's go to the next. How many users can be imported via import wizard? Okay, so I can see a lot of people answering this particular answer, and 11 people have answered it correctly. So we are going good with the game. Let's check the leaderboard. Oh, we see Shraddha at the top. Nagaraju getting on second position. We have Prashant on the third. Okay, let's go to the next question. When data is deleted, how long does it stay in recycle bin? Okay, this is something that I explained couple of times, and it's if you have listened to my presentation, you would be able to answer this now correctly. Let's see how many people answer it. Okay, so 15 people answered it correctly. Okay, let's move on to the next. Next, let's see the leaderboard. We see a change in leaderboard. Sadha leading, but now the second position is taken by Saheen Shah. Okay, let's go to the next. A total of 2,13,000 leads need to be imported. Which Salesforce tool should we use? Okay, we started receiving the answers. Guys, answer fast because it's not only that you answer correctly, you answer correctly in very less time. That is something takes this leaderboard. Okay, so 15 people have answered it correctly. Okay, let's see what's the leaderboard now. Shraddha still on top, Shaheen still maintaining the second position, and we see Simi coming up with the fourth position. Okay, let's go on to the next. Schedule export option can be scheduled at following intervals. So, what are the intervals that we can schedule it? Guys, 10 seconds to go, 8 seconds, 6 seconds. Okay, we have received 18 answers. Let's check. 11 are correct. And let's see the leaderboard. Do we see any change? Oh, we are seeing Shaheen on the top now. Shraddha has moved to second. Simi has come up to third. And Nagaraju, come on Nagaraju, you should win this, man. Come on. You were leading on the top. Next. Let's go to the next. Okay. How to convert a 15 digit ID to 18 digit ID? Using formula field, it is not convertible, can be done by workflow, or none of these are the options. Let's see. Okay, so 17 people have answered it correctly. Let's see the leaderboard now. Okay, I see excited Lemming coming up to the top. Okay, second position. We see Yuvraj coming into the leaderboard now with fourth position. We'll go to the next. Eighth question, which is not a tool for managing the data. Okay, let's see. The options are Excel connector, data loader, workbench, Excel queue. Okay, we have received 18 answers and 14 are correct. Okay, people have answered it correctly. So, is there any change in leaderboard? Yes, Pawan is making on top 5. Shahid is still topping. We'll go to the next. Come on, guys. Two more question to go. What is the meaning of purge on workbench? Guys, I see some people commenting on YouTube chat. Come to Kahoot. So since we have already started, you will not be able to join this. Uh, we need to join on Kahoot. We are not taking YouTube comments into consideration for this. Okay, it's hard delete. 13 people have answered it correctly. Let's see the leaderboard. Is there any change? Okay, we see excited Lemming coming up on the top. Pavan has moved to one place. We see Murli now on the top five. Okay, we'll go to the next. Workbench is a tool owned by Salesforce. This is very easy, guys. I can see your responses very fast coming up. People are so we have still 4 seconds, 3 seconds to go. Okay, so 16 people have answered it correctly. Let's see if there is a change in leaderboard. Okay, Shraddha has again gone to the top. Two excited lemming leading the leaderboard. Okay, guys, buck up, guys. One more question to go. I guess one more. Yes. Who owns SFDC Amplified YouTube channel?
Yeah.
I see Smriti Sharan, I see Smriti Irani, I see
I know
Rahul
this
Gupta.
I know this
answer.
answer.
I can see Salesforce. I don't know who has owned. Let's see if people can answer it correctly. Oh, some one of the guys feel I own this. Okay. And some feel Smriti Irani owns this. Guys, we'll have the winner now. Let's see. Okay, Pawan is on third. Shraddha is on second. And let's see who's the winner. Excited Lemming is winner. So, Smriti, you can take it from now. Like
Sure. Can you
what
put
prizes
Sure,
we
can
have,
you
or
on mute?
yeah, you are not. We can hear you.
Yeah, thank you
Yeah,
for.
thank you for.
Sorry, guys, my voice is repeating. Yeah, thank you for participating. And uh, Rahul, can you show the slide? So basically, we have taken the winner from the contest and the session, and we have taken care of it. So we are noting the winners for both, and whoever keeps on winning, so they know that they are going to get the good gift hamper. So so we have already taken care of the online quiz. So can you do the full screen, Rahul? So we have already played the quiz and we have got the
And we
winners.
have got the winners.
We have announced
We
all the
have
question
announced all the
answers.
question
So we can
answers.
move
We can
ahead.
move ahead.
Okay.
Rahul, can you put on mute? So guys, stay safe. It's very important right now. So stay at home, stay safe. And right now it's the best time to study. So study Salesforce as much as you can. So that's what we want for you. And in the end, I will be saying that keep trying. We are with you. And whatever doubts you have, just post in the comment section on the YouTube, and we will be helping you out in every way possible. And please subscribe to the channel. And thank you so much for joining the session. Please check for the next future session state, and we will be connecting with you soon. Thank you so much, guys.